Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. My name is Ben. If you don't know me, welcome to another edition of our Youth Sunday Talks. Today I'll be picking up where we left off in Matthew. And so this is going to be the parable of the 10 virgins. This is in chapter 25, verses 1 through to 13. And it says this: At that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish and 5 of them were wise. The foolish ones took their lamps but did not take any oil with them. The wise ones, however, took oil in jars along with their lamps. The bridegroom was a long time in coming, and they all became drowsy and fell asleep. At midnight the cry rang out, "Here's the bridegroom, come to meet him." Then all the virgins woke up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish ones said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil, our lamps are going out." "No," they replied, "there may not be enough for both us and you. Instead, go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourselves." But while they were on their way to buy the oil, the bridegroom arrived. The virgins who were ready went in with him to the wedding banquet, and the door was shut. Later the others also came. "Lord, Lord," they said, "open the door for us." But he replied, "Truly I tell you, I don't know you. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know the day or the hour." Okay, so this is another parable. This is one of Jesus's stories that he told, and we know that when he tells these stories, he's trying to teach us something. He has a message to get across. And what is this story talking about in particular? When it says you do not know the day or the hour, what is that talking about? Well, that's talking about the day and the hour that Jesus returns. We know that Jesus was born in a manger, died on a cross, rose again 3 days later, and then rose up to heaven to be with his Father. And the Bible promises that one day he will return. It also says that nobody will know the day or the hour. Not even Jesus knew. And so you can rest assured that if somebody is telling you that they know when the world is about to end, that they know when Jesus is coming back, because they've put some calculations into their calculator, this angle is at that angle and the sun is in this position, they don't actually know what they're talking about. Also, is it just about Jesus coming back? It's also about how we live in the meantime, and whether or not we have a personal relationship with Jesus. At the time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins, the story starts, and these 10 virgins are like bridesmaids, is a more modern interpretation of that. And they take out their lamps and they go to meet the bridegroom. So this context, historically, the way these weddings would have worked is that the bridegroom would come to collect the bride, but she wouldn't know when he's going to be arriving. So she and all her bridesmaids would have to live in a state of continual preparation. We don't know when he's arriving, so we've got to be ready. And as the story goes, there are 5 of them who are foolish and they don't have enough oil, and 5 of them who are wise and are prepared. And this is all a metaphor for Jesus returning. In the bridegroom is obviously Jesus, and the bride is the church, as the metaphor goes in the Bible. And Jesus, God, the bridegroom, will come to get his bride. And so it's about whether the bride and the bridesmaids are ready for that moment in time. The key difference between these two groups of people, the wise and the unwise, in this situation is the outcome of their situation at the end of the day, whether or not they are able to get into the banquet. The wise were ready And when the bridegroom arrived, they went into the banquet and the door was shut. But the unwise came later and they said, "Open the door for us." But God turns around and says, "Truly I tell you, I don't know you." So it's about a personal relationship with God. Not everyone who professes to be a Christian will receive the words from God, "Well done, good and faithful servant." It's a somber thought that just because you can look like a Christian on the outside, you can go to church on a Sunday, you can perhaps join in and sing the songs, you can even be the worship leader, you can even be the pastor of the church, you can have it all figured out, you can have the perfect Christian image, maybe you even wear a crucifix around your neck. But do you have a personal relationship with Jesus? Do you know him to be Lord and Saviour? The Bible says that if we believe in our hearts and confess with our mouths that Jesus Christ is Lord, then we will be saved. Do you believe in your heart that Jesus Christ is Lord? Are you ready? How are you living your life? That is the provocation of the story. It wants you to think about the way you're living your life. Are you living as if Jesus could turn up any day and see what you're doing? And will he find you in a state of preparedness? Will you be ready for him to arrive? Will it be a joyous occasion for you? Or will it be an occasion that is rooted in deep fear of judgment, of having him turn around and say, "Truly I tell you, I don't know you"? I just encourage you guys to have a think about this story, have a think about the way you're living your life, and stay ready, guys, because we know that Jesus will return. We don't know when, so that's all the more reason to always be ready. Okay, so I hope that blesses you guys. Quite a challenging one, and it's easy to say that it's just challenging and then move on and not actually let it affect our lives in any way. So just an encouragement really for you to actually go away and really give this one some thought. All right then, until next time, stay blessed, guys. Bye.